Right, daai julle. Good afternoon everybody, I hope you guys are well. It's a beautiful maandagmiddag al, die son skyn en ag dit gaan sommer goed, ek hoop dit gaan goed met julle ook. Okay, ons gaan vandag kyk na hoe om die oppervlak en die omtrek uit te werk van vierkante, reghoeke en ook van driehoeke. Ons gaan kyk na die formules, hoe om dit toe te pas, hoe om dit te gebruik wat ons weet van die verskillende vorms om ons te help. So we are going to learn how to work out the area and also the perimeter of a square, a rectangle and a triangle, and we are going to look at the formulas. We are also going to look at length and breadth. We are also going to look at what do we already know about those shapes that will help me to find the area and the perimeter. Okay, so let's look at an example together. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Kom ons kyk gou na die eerste voorbeeld. Hierso sê hulle vir my, bereken die oppervlak en die omtrek. Is en, so ek moet al twee uitwerk. Die oppervlak en die omtrek van die volgende. Calculate the area and the perimeter. So it's both of them, area and perimeter of the following. Okay, nou gaan ons gou kyk wat 'n vorm ons hier het en wat weet ons van hierdie vorm. Now, if they talk about perimeter, they are talking about inside or outside. When they talk about the perimeter, they talk about the outside of the shape. As hulle praat van die omtrek, praat hulle van die buitekant van die vorm. Buite, rondom die vorm. Die afstand rondom die vorm. The distance around the shape will give me the perimeter, omtrek. And then they talk about the area, die oppervlak, and that is the inside. How much space does this shape take up? That is the area. Hoeveel spasie neem hierdie vorm op? Dit is die oppervlak. Okay, wat ons nou gaan doen is, ons gaan nou net gou kyk wat 'n vorm is dit en wat weet ons van hierdie vorm. Okay, wat wys dit vir ons? What does this show me? It shows me that this is a square. Why? What do we know about a square? We know with a square that all the sides are equal. Dit is mos 'n vierkant, want kyk, al hierdie streepies wys vir my, elkeen van die sye is ewe lank. En ons kan sien dis 90 grade hoekies, daarom is hierdie vorm 'n vierkant. They don't always have to tell you it's a square, okay? If they give you a shape like this, you can see the angles are 90 degrees, maybe they even put it in, maybe that would just be a good thing to do, so just 2 seconds, I'm just going to put it in to make this 100% correct, okay? Alright, so they've put in there to show you the angles are 90 degrees, 90 grade hoekies. This is a square. Dit is daarom 'n vierkant. It's a square. So what do you say? Each of the sides is equal to, I'm going to put this one on the inside, 4 centimeters. Elke een van die sye is dan gelyk aan 4 centimeter. Okay, you guys are right with that? Now they ask me to work out the perimeter. In Afrikaans sê ons die omtrek. Okay, the perimeter is the outside, die omtrek is die buite. Dit wil sê, hoe ver is dit van hier tot hier, tot hier, tot hier? What is the distance all the way on the outside around the shape? This and that and that and that. So, the perimeter, in Afrikaans sê ons die omtrek, ek gaan nou maar net sê OM, dat jy kan sien is omtrek, is gelyk aan, wat is die formule? Julle, wanneer ons praat van 'n vierkant, praat ons nie van lengte en breedte nie. Want weet wat? Al 4 is ewe lank. So ek kan nie praat van 2 lengtes en 2 breedtes nie. Ek praat van sy 1, sy 2, sy 3 en sy 4. Hoekom? Want hulle is almal sye, hulle is almal ewe lank. So wanneer ons dink aan die omtrek, sê ons sy maal met 4. Sy maal met 4. So in English, what this means is in a square, we don't talk about length and breadth. Why? Because in a square, all of these are the same length. So it's not like a rectangle where we've got 2 lengths that are longer usually and 2 shorter breadths or widths. We have sides. These are sides and each of the sides are equal in length. So that's why when we talk about a square, we talk about sides. And the formula for the perimeter for a square is equal to, I'm actually going to shorten it, S times 4. Sy of net S maal 4, sy maal 4, or S times 4, that will then be side times 4. Okay, so let's fill it in. Now we're going to say one side, that's 4 centimeters multiplied by 4, because there are 4 sides, and that is equal to 16 centimeters. So ons weet die omtrek is die sy, wat ook al die sy is, maal met 4. Die sy het ons dan gesê is 4 centimeter maal met 4, want ons 1, 2, 3, 4 sye, en dit is gelijk aan 16 centimeter. Now guys, it's super important that you remember here, whenever you start, whenever you work out the perimeter, all the area, wanneer ook al jy die omtrek of die oppervlak uitwerk, jy moet altyd die formule eers skryf. You have to always remember to write the formula first. You get a mark for this formula. Perimeter equal S times 4. Jy kry 'n punt vir hierdie formule wat sê omtrek is gelyk aan sy maal 4. Okay? And why is it side times 4? Because it's, instead of saying 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, we just say whatever the side is times 4. It's shorter. Okay, so ons sê, omdat dit 4 sye is wat ek bymekaar met plus, sê ek liewer wat ook al die sye is maal met 4, want daar is 4 sye. Dan aan die ander kant kry ons die oppervlak. Nou ons het gesê, oppervlak is die binnekant. We said the area which we're going to work out now, the area is the inside. It's not the outside, it's the inside. It's how much shape the space takes up. Jy nou, dit gaan net gou afbeweeg. Okay, dan die oppervlak. In English, the area. The area, in Afrikaans, die oppervlak. Now, this is super important. I'm going to give you a tip. When you think about the area, as jy dink aan die oppervlak, gaan dit altyd maal wees. Goeders gaan met mekaar gemaal word. Things are going to be times by one another when you're thinking of area, wanneer jy dink aan oppervlak. Okay, nou, as jy terugkyk, net so vir 'n oomblik, ek gaan net om so bietjie, hierso het ek mos maar my vierkant. Here we have our square. It's always the one times the other. Ekskuus, ek gaan gou opbeweeg dat julle kan sien. So ons het gesê oppervlak, dink ons aan maal. Area we think of timesing. So with area you think the one times the other. En oppervlak dink jy die een maal die ander. Is 2 goed wat met mekaar gemaal word. 2 things that are times. So we know we said we don't talk about length and breadth. With a square we talk about side. So it is side times side. S maal met S. Sy maal met sy. Want as ons praat van die oppervlak, dan praat ons van die een maal die ander. En ons weet met 'n vierkant, omdat hulle almal ewe lank is, praat ons van sy. En dit wil sê dit is sy maal met sy. Side times side. En daarom sê ons, okay, wat is dit dan? Dis 4 centimeter maal met 4 centimeter. That's 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters. That is 16. Oh, jy kan nog sien. Great. Centimeters squared. Guys, that little square there is important for area. dis baie belangrik, dit 16 cm of vierkante centimeter, of ja, sê maar vierkante centimeter, want kyk, centimeter maal centimeter is vierkante centimeter. Why? Why is area centimeters squared? Because centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. Alright. Kom ons kyk nou na 'n ander manier waarop hulle hierdie vraag kan vra. Okay, so what they also like doing is giving me the same question, but in words. Same type of question, but in words. Hierso is hulle ook lief daarvoor om vir my dieselfde tipe ding te vra, maar hulle gee hom vir my in woorde en nie in 'n sketsie nie. Right, so kom ons lees gou. A square. Okay, so again it says at the top, calculate the area and the perimeter of the following. Bereken die oppervlak en omtrek van die volgende. Now say they say a square, so it's very important. They're telling you it's a square. Yeah, they have to. A square with a side length, because we're talking about square, we talk about a side length of 6 centimeters. 'n Vierkant, bitter belangrik. Hulle sê vir my waarmee ek werk is 'n vierkant en 'n vierkant met 'n sylengte. Hoekom sy? Want vierkante, hulle is almal ewe lank, so ek praat van sye. Vierkante met 'n sylengte van 6 cm. Okay, julle nou kom ons loer gou. Die omtrek, the perimeter. When we talk about perimeter, we talk about the outside. Ons dink buiteom die vierkant. So we start, we say P, perimeter, of OM vir omtrek. Dit is gelyk aan, wat is die formule? Now I want to see if you can start remembering it off by heart. My formula comes first, and the formula is S times 4. Side times 4. My formule vir omtrek is sy maal met 4, want ek gaan ons rondom die vierkant. Beautiful. Nou sê hulle vir my, die sy lengte, die sy is 6 cm, the side is 6 cm, so it's 6 cm times by 4, 6 cm maal 4, en my liefies, dit is 24 cm. Die omtrek rondom daai vierkant is 24 cm. The perimeter around that square is 24 centimeters. But now I know I'm not done. I still need to work out the area. Ek moet nog steeds die oppervlak uitwerk. Okay? Area, OP vir oppervlak, klink 'n bietjie snaaks. Right, nou sê ons, dit is mos sy maal met sy. Side times side. Okay? My sy lengte is 6 cm, 6 cm times by 6 cm. 6 cm maal 6 cm. And that is equal to 6 times 6. What is that? Yeah, 36. Dit is 36 cm tot die mag 2 of vierkante centimeter. That is equal to 36 squared, 36 centimeters squared. 36 centimeters squared, 36 vierkante centimeter. Okay, so ek sê weer, the formula is what tells you what to do in each sum. Die formule wys vir jou elke keer wat jy moet doen. You cannot go and write a test if you don't know all of the formulas that we're going to do today, if you don't know them off by heart. So please, my bookies, you need to get the formulas sorted and know them off by heart like your tables before you can go and write a test about this. Okay, so let's then have a look at a new example. Okay. Calculate the area and perimeter of the following. Bereken die oppervlak en omtrek. Guys, this is important. It's the area and the perimeter. Dis die oppervlak en die omtrek. Is al twee. As jy net die een gaan doen, verloor jy die helfte van jou punte. Dis am hartseer. Okay. Ooh, what do we have here? Wat het ons in hierdie vorm? Ek sit hom so. In this shape, I have a rectangle. Hierdie vorm is mos 'n reghoek. Nou kyk wat wys hulle vir my. Hier is ons 2 streepies en 2 streepies. Dit beteken hierdie 2 is ewe lank. Dis 6 cm. En hierdie reghoek is hulle 2 my lengtes. So here, in this shape, I can see, hey, it's a rectangle. Then they show me, obviously, the 2 shortest sides are equal. That's a 6 cm, that's a 6 centimeters. These 2 are my lengths. My lengths show how long it is. So it's a short, it's not a very long rectangle because of the way that it's lying. So my lengths are 6 centimeters. En hierso het ek my breedte. This I have, which shows me 1 line and 1 line, 1 streepie en 1 streepie. Hulle is albei 10 centimeter, 10 centimeters and 10 centimeters, okay? And what would these be? When I think of a rectangle, those show me how wide my shape is. Hulle wys vir my hoe breed of hoe wyd my vorm is. So here, the 10 centimeters are my breadth. Ek noem hulle my breedtes. En die kortetjies in hierdie spesifieke voorbeeld is my lengtes en hierso is my breedtes. So now you've already, before we've even started working a single thing out, we have looked at what we know and what we can see from the sketch. And now that we've put in all the information, we thought about, okay, these 2 are equal, okay, hierdie 2 langer sye is gelyk. Dan denk ek, oh, dis 'n reghoek, it's a rectangle, okay. And then I think, oh, which 2 are the lengths? Oh, these 2 are the lengths, how long it is. En watter 2 is die breedtes? Oh, okay, daai 2 is die breedtes. So I've given myself a real chance to think before I even start. Okay, nou gaan ons gou-gou die oppervlak uitwerk. We're going to work out, nie die oppervlak, excuse, die omtrek. We're going to work out the perimeter. Perimeter, P, of in Afrikaans, O-M, vir omtrek. Okay, remember what we said. We said perimeter is the outside. Die omtrek is die buitekant. Now, it would be so silly to go 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 6. Nee, dit sou lekker stupid gewees om te sê 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 6. I want to shorten it. Hoeveel van die breedtes is daar? Daar's 2. There are 2 breadths. How many lengths are there? 2 lengths. So, 2 maal die lengtes, 2 times the length, plus 2 times the breadth, plus 2 keer of 2 maal die breedte sal vir my die omtrek gee. So, how do we write that as a formula? We say formula is 2 times the length, 2 maal die lengte, plus, guys, children want to change that or they usually put a times there, it's a plus, okay? 2 times the length, 2 maal die lengte, plus 2 maal die breedte. 2 times the length plus 2 times the breadth. Okay, nou werk ons om uit. The length in this particular example is 6 centimeters times 2. Ek kan eintlik eers gesê 2 maal 6 centimeter. Excuse guys, I should have actually said here 2 times 6 centimeters. Apologies. Plus 2 times, what is the breadth? Wat is die breedte? Dis mos 10 centimeter. So kom ons check net gou of ons reg gewerk het. Ons het hierso gesê 2 maal die lengte, 2 times the length. We said in this example the lengths are 6 centimeters. So 2 times 6 centimeters, yes. Plus 2 times the breadth, 2 maal die breedte. En hierdie voorbeeld is die breedte 10 centimeter. So 2 times 10 centimeters. 2 maal 10 centimeter. Beautiful. And now 6 times 2, 6 maal 2, that's 12 centimeter plus 20 centimeter. Beautiful. And I show my teacher all of my steps, how I got to my answer. En dit is 32 centimeter. Altogether, my perimeter, my omtrek is 32 centimeter. And again, this formula, you need to know, my sweetie pies. Jy moet hom ken. You just got to study it and know it off by heart. En onthou, jy gaan hom altyd eers neerskryf. You always first going to write it down. Nou, kom ons kyk gou wat gebeur met die oppervlak. What happens with the area? So we said area of, op, vir oppervlak. Guys, now this is important. Remember I said before, area is always the one times the other. Onthou julle ek het vir julle gesê, oppervlak is altyd die een maal die ander. So dit is die een maal die ander, of die een maal die ander. Dis die, so wat noem ons dit? Ons praat mos nie van sy nie, nee. Ons praat van lengte en breedte. So die oppervlak is lengte maal breedte. The area, we always say it's one times the other. So, length times breadth. That's the formula. Lengte maal breedte. Nou gaan ek net so 'n bietjie opskuif wat julle kan sien. Skus verkeerde kant toe. Alright, dis die oppervlak. That is the area. Right, die lengte is 6 cm, 6 cm times 10 centimeters. There we go, that's the breadth. That is 60 centimeters squared. 60 vierkante centimeter. Want, hoekom is dit vierkante centimeter julle? Want dit is centimeter maal centimeter. En daarom raak dit vierkante centimeter. Right, so that's the area. It's pretty easy working out the area, hey? En kom ons kyk na 'n paar driehoeke gou. O, skus, eers nog 'n ander vraagie. Okay. Nou, 'n ander manier waarop hulle dit kan vra. 'n reghoek met 'n lengte van 7 cm. Oh, wat is dit? 'n reghoek. Moenie dit skiep nie, is baie belangrik. Reghoek, lengte van 7 cm, breedte van 4 cm. This is a rectangle, very important because that tells you what formulas you're going to use. And the length is 7 centimeters and the breadth is 4 centimeters. Okay, let's think of our formulas. Kom ons kyk gou-gou wat ons met die oppervlak en die omtrek uitwerk. We've got to work out the area and the perimeter. Okay? Eerste ding wat ons gaan uitwerk is die omtrek. We're going to first work out the perimeter. Okay? Right. What is the formula? This one is the bit of the tricky formula. 2 times the length plus 2 maal die breedte. 2 times the length, because there are 2 of them, plus 2 maal die breedte, because there are 2 of them. 2 times L plus 2 times B. 2 maal die lengte plus 2 maal die breedte. 2 times the length, what did I say? Oh, the length 7 centimeters. 2 maal die lengte is 7 centimeter, plus die breedte is 4 centimeter, the breadth is 4 centimeters, so it's 2 times 4 centimeters. Asai. En nou sê ons 2 maal 7, dis 14 centimeter, plus 2 times 4, that's 8 centimeters. And if I add them, please add them carefully, dan kry ek 22 centimeter. 22 centimeters. Then, and again, I'm just going to highlight this, your formula is crucial. Jou formule is baie belangrik. Okay, and then I'm just going to move over a little bit. Kind of run out of space a bit, but that's okay. We'll squeeze it in. The area. In Afrikaans praat ons nou van die oppervlak. Iets maal met iets. Something times something. Not side times side. It's a rectangle. Length times breadth. Lengte maal breedte. Kyk hoe maklik is dit, julle. 7 centimeters the length times the breadth. Hey, that's 4 centimeters. And that will give me 28 centimeters squared. 28 vierkante centimeter. Okay, now we are going to get to our triangles. Ons gaan nou 'n bietjie kyk na die driehoeke. Okay, julle, skus. It's a klein bietjie afbeweeg. Alright, nou het ons 'n driehoek. Now we have a triangle. Okay. Again, they're asking me to work out the area and the perimeter. Hulle vra my weer bereken die oppervlak en die omtrek. Nou sien ek dis 'n driehoek. I see this is a triangle. Okay. Weet ons die lengte van hierdie sy? Ja, do we know the length of that side? Yes, and of the third one? Yes. Ons het al 3 lengtes van al 3 sye. Dis great. Dit help. Dan sien ons iets interessants hierso ook. Kom ek verduidelik vir julle wat hier aangaan. Hierso, wys hulle vir my die hoogte van die driehoek. Die hoogte is altyd van die laagste punt van die driehoek. Kyk hierso, al op hierdie lyn is dit die laagste punt van hierdie driehoek tot by die hoogste punt wat daar is van die driehoek. En daai lengte van die laagste punt reguit op 90 grade hoekie, want dis reguit op tot by die hoogste punt. Dit is my hoogte. So ek gaan sommer daar sê H is gelyk aan. Hoogte is gelyk aan. Okay? So let's quickly discuss. First of all, I see, hey, I've got all 3 the lengths of my sides. That's cool. Alright? But now what on earth is this thing? I have this little dotted line here. Do you know what the dotted line shows me? It shows me the height of my triangle. How do I find the height of anything and of a triangle? It's from the lowest point. So the lowest point of the triangle can be on this line anywhere. Straight up, that's why we've got a 90 degrees angle there. The 90 degrees angle there will always show you that they're busy showing you what the height is because it's got to be straight up. So you've got to have it's got to be perpendicular, all right? And then it goes from the lowest point, perpendicular straight up to the highest point. So this is then the height of my triangle, which is 5 centimeters. Hierso het ek gesê, jy gaan altyd uitkyk vir 'n 90 grade hoekie. En dan wys hulle vir jou, okay, die hoogte van hierdie driehoek is 5 cm. Hoekom? Want hierdie stippellyn is loodreg. Hy's loodreg op hierdie onderste sy. Ons gaan nou praat, hy's die basis. Maar dis loodreg en daarom word daar 'n 90 grade hoekie gevorm. Hoekom? Sodat hy direk reguit opgaan om vir my die hoogte te wys. Okay. Nou gaan ons gou uitwerk 2 goeders. Eerstens die omtrek. First the perimeter. So we say P or perimeter, OM vir omtrek. Okay? And it's the outside. Do you agree with me? Dis die buitekant. Guys, there is no formula. There is no specific formula for working out the perimeter of a triangle. Because some triangles are like this one. It's a scalene triangle. No sides are equal. Others are equilateral triangles. So all the sides are equal. We're going to look at that just now. Other triangles is an isosceles triangle, and that means that 2 of the sides are equal and the third one isn't. So there is no fixed formula for how to work out the perimeter of a triangle. So all we do is side plus side plus side. So we just add the sides. Okay? So by 'n driehoek praat ons nie spesifiek van 'n formule vir die omtrek nie. Hoekom? Want in hierdie tipe driehoek, hy is 'n ongelyksidige driehoek. Nie een van die sye is ewe lank nie. So ek moet net sê sy plus sy om die omtrek uit te werk. Maar dan kry ek 'n voorbeeld, sê nou maar 'n gelyksydige driehoek. Nou is al 3 die sye gelyk. Of 'n gelykbenige driehoek. Nou is 2 twee bene, twee van die sye gelyk en die ander een nie. So daarom is dit baie belangrik dat ons weet ons kan nie 'n spesifieke formule hê vir die omtrek van 'n driehoek nie, want daar's verskillende tipe driehoeke. So ons sê maar net sy plus sy plus sy. Side plus side plus side. And we know each of the sides are different. Okay. So the perimeter, let's start there, 4 centimeters. I'm just going to put a dot to show, yes, I've added that one. 4 centimeter plus, yes, 7 centimeter. Ek het hom geplus. Plus die 8 centimeter. Yes, I've got all three, beautiful. Now 4 plus 7, this 11 plus 8 is 19. And that is 19 centimeter. And therefore, the perimeter is 19 centimeters. Die omtrek is dan 19 centimeter. And you can just write down, when you start working out, the perimeter of a triangle, side plus side plus side. Jy kan maar net sê sy plus sy plus sy, wanneer jy die omtrek uitwerk van 'n driehoek. Guys, now, this is quite exciting. We are going to now work out the area. Ons gaan die oppervlak uitwerk. Area equals oppervlak is gelyk aan. And guys, this is where it gets exciting. It's got a very interesting formula. Half times base times height. Helfte maal die basis maal die hoogte. Okay, ons weet wat die hoogte is. We said, hey, I found the height. I found the height here. It's very easy to find it when they show me the dotted line. Hier het ek klaar die hoogte gekry. But now, because it's from the lowest point to the highest point, that shows me the height. Hier is die hoogte, is 5 centimeter. Now, B staan vir basis. B is for base. What on earth is the base of a triangle? It's the side on which the height forms a 90 degree. It's the other side, it's the side of the triangle with which the height forms a 90 degree angle. So when you find that 90 degree angle, you know that if it's the dotted line, for example, or if it shows you from the lowest to the highest point, that will be the height. And what will the base be? Whatever of the outside sides of the triangle is perpendicular, and the other, it's like the two of them form a 90 degree angle. So it's that side of the triangle that the height forms a 90 degree angle with. This is the base. And I'm actually going to put it in, I'm going to say B equals, base equals 7 centimeters, height equals 5 centimeters. So kom ons sê gaan Afrikaans, ons weet die hoogte is hier so die laagste punt tot die hoogste punt. Hy vorm 'n 90 grade hoekie, en hy's loodreg. Hy's loodreg, hy gaan reguit op. Wat is nou die basis? Die basis is die sy van die driehoek wat 'n 90 grade hoekie vorm met die hoogte. So 7 cm is die basis want hy vorm 'n 90 grade hoekie met die hoogte van die driehoek. Daarom sê ons dis 'n halfte maal die basis is 7 cm maal die hoogte is 5 cm times the base times the height. Now, how do we do this? Hoe doen ons dit? Okay. So, and lots of times you're allowed to use a calculator here. Hoor, julle is baie keer mag julle 'n sakrekenaar gebruik. Maar sê nou mos mag nie. What if we didn't? So, I always first times the second two, the base and the height. Ek maal altyd die basis en die hoogte en ek sê 7 maal 5, 7 times 5, that is 35. Okay? Now, times a half is basically a half. You must halve that number. If you times something by a half, you are halving that number. So what is half of 35? Half of 34 is 17. So half of 35 is 17 and a half. centimeters squared. So, laat ek jou hy pas mooi in. Ek maal altyd die laaste 2 eers, die basis maal die hoogte is 35. Nou, as ek iets maal met 'n half, dan deel ek hom eintlik. So 35 gedeel deur 2. Wat is die helfte van 35? Want ek maal hom met 'n half. En wat is die helfte van 34? Dis 17. So wat is die helfte van 35? 17 en 'n half vierkante centimeter. Okay, guys, this weird looking strange thing is vitally important. Hy is so belangrik, daai formule. Kom ons kyk na 'n ander tipe driehoek nou. Okay, hier is ons nou 'n ander tipe driehoek en ek is jammer hy het 'n klein bietjie stupid uitgekom. Maar ja, hierdie is, kyk gou hierso. 1, 2, 3 lyntjies. Wat sê dit vir my? When they give me a triangle and they put 3 little lines like that, 1 line for each side. Wat 'n tipe driehoek is dit? Dit is 'n gelyksydige driehoek. This is an equilateral triangle. So what can I do here? 3 centimeters. En wat kan ek hierso sê? 3 centimeter. It's equilateral. All the sides are equal. Al die sye is gelyk. Dis 'n gelyksydige driehoek. Great. Now I see, okay, but I am still looking for, when I think about the perimeter, I'm still looking for the height. Ek soek nog die hoogte. Now what do we look out for? We look out for a 90-degree angle. Ek soek 'n 90-grade hoekie. Daar's 'n 90-grade hoekie. There I have my dotted line. I see. What is my height? My height is 4 centimeters. Hierso het ek my 90-grade hoekie gesien. Hierso is my stippellyn. My hoogte is 4 centimeter. My height is 4 centimeters. Okay, so let's get started. Kom ons begin. Okay, my omtrek. My perimeters, the outside. What do we say with a triangle? Side plus side plus side. Side plus side plus side. Dit is gelyk aan 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter. Because they all the same. Hulle is al drie dieselfde. En dit is gelyk aan 9 centimeter. Dit is dan, that's equal to 9 centimeters. Okay? Let's now work out the area. Dit raak nou al hoe makliker, nee. The area, die oppervlak, is gelyk aan. What is this funny formula? Half times base times height. Halfte maal die basis maal die hoogte. Okay. Half times. Now, I know the height is 4 centimeters. Ek kan sien die hoogte is 4 centimeter. Lowest point to highest point. Fine. But what is the base? Wat is die basis? Look for the 90-degree angle. What is the side of the triangle that forms a 90-degree angle with a height? It's this one. It's this bottom one. That is the base. So I'm going to say B is equal to, base is equal to 3 centimeters. Hierso sien ek, okay, ek weet die hoogte is 4, maar ek weet nie wat die basis is nie. Gaan soek jou 90-grade hoekie. As jy, okay, is 'n 90-grade hoekie. Dit wil sê, wat een van die sye vorm daai 90-grade hoekie met die hoogte? Dis hierdie sy. Dit is hierdie, die onderste sy is die basis. Hulle twee vorm daai 90-grade hoekie. Okay, so the base is 3 centimeters and the height we said is 4 centimeters. Right? And now what do? We times the last two first. Ons maal eers hierdie twee. 3 maal 4. 3 times 4, that's 12. What is half of 12? Wat is die helfte van 12? 6. 6 vierkante centimeter. 6 centimeters squared. Alright, kom ons kyk na nog 'n interessante voorbeeld. Okay, now this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one, guys. Why? Because this is a triangle with this is a right-angled triangle. Julle, hierdie is 'n interessante driehoek. Hoekom? Want in hierdie driehoek al klaar is 'n 90 grade hoekie. Hy is 'n regtehoekige driehoek, of 'n reghoekige driehoek. Dit hang af, die skole noem dit al twee name. Maar dit beteken hy is 'n driehoek met 'n regte hoek in. En daar sien ons hom. Okay? Kom ons kyk of ons al drie sye het. Do we have all three sides? Yes, we do. So, finding the perimeter is easy. Die omtrek is maklik hier. Maar wat van die oppervlak? What about the area? I need two things. I need the height and I need the base. Ek het die hoogte en ek het die basis nodig. What do we look for now? My right angle. Ek gaan soek mos altyd nou vir my regte hoek. Which of these two? Because we can see that these two sides form the 90-degree angle. Nee, hierdie twee sye vorm die 90 grade hoekie. Now, which one would you say is the height? Would you say 6 is the height or 8 is the height? 6 is the height because of the way the triangle is lying. It's from the lowest point to the highest point. So, 6 is the height. 6 centimeter is die hoogte van my driehoek, want hy is van die laagste tot die hoogste punt van my driehoek. Hy wys die hoogte. But now I'm looking for the base. If 6 is the height, then 8 is the base. Omdat 6 die hoogte is, sal 8 dan die basis wees, want dit is die twee wat die 90 grade hoekie vorm. They are the two that form the 90-degree angle. Okay, now we're going to work out perimeter of omtrek. It's just side plus side plus side. Dan is dit, nou kom ons begin hierso. Maak 'n kolletjie, 6 cm, yes. 8 cm, yep. Plus 12 cm. Okay, I'm just adding them. 6 and 8 and 12 says 8 en 12. Right, wat is 12 en 8? Is 20. 20 plus 6, that's 26 centimeters. That's the perimeter. Dis die omtrek. But now we have the area. Nou het ons die oppervlak. Okay. What is that beautiful formula? Sorry, I must change pens. That beautiful formula? Half times base times height. Halfte maal basis maal hoogte. Dit is dan gelyk aan half maal basis base. That's 8 centimeters. Maal hoogte height 6 centimeters. Right, wat doen ons? Ons maal eers die laaste twee. We first times the last two. Guys, 8 times 6, what is that again? 48. 8 maal 6 is 48. Maal 'n half, so I must halve it. Ek moet dit nou halveer. Die helfte van 48 is 24. That is 24 centimeters squared. 24 vierkante centimeter. Okay, julle, nou het ons weer 'n ander tipe driehoek. Kom ons kyk gou na hom. Met hierdie driehoek wys hulle vir my twee streepies. 1 en 1. Dit wil sê hierdie twee sye is ewe lank. So hierdie sy is ook 'n 5 cm. En hierdie ene noem ek mos 'n gelykbenige driehoek. So what they've done here is this is a different type of triangle. One line and one line tells me that these two sides are equal, and therefore I call this an isosceles triangle. So they're both 5 centimeters long. Right then, I have my 10 centimeter, that's my third side, daar's my derde side, beautiful, so I can get the perimeter, ek kan die omtrek maklik kry, maar nou moet ek dink aan die basis en ek moet dink aan die hoogte. Where's the 90-degree angle? There you are. Daar's ons die 90 grade hoekie. Guys, do you see the height? Sien julle die hoogte? 3 centimeter is die hoogte. 3 centimeters, that's the height. Wat die een gaan dan die basis wees? It will be the 10 centimeters. The base would then be the 10 centimeters because it's the side that forms the 90 degree with the height. 10 is dan my basis. Dis die twee sye wat die 90 grade hoekie vorm. Okay, dan werk ons gou eers die omtrek perimeter, omtrek. Again, side plus side, straightforward. Right? And we say, okay, 10 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. I'm just adding the sides. Ek tel hulle allemaal op. Dit is 20 centimeter. My omtrek is 20 centimeter. My perimeter is 20 centimeters. Right, now we're still going to work out the area. Nou werk ons die oppervlak uit. Die oppervlakse formule, halfte maal die basis maal die hoogte. Half times the base times the height. Half times, what do we say the base is? It's 10. Maal die hoogte, wat het ons gesê is die hoogte? Dis 3 centimeter. Beautiful. Okay, 10 times 3 is 30. Half times 30. Wat is die helfte van 30? Dis 15. Dit is 15 vierkante centimeter. 15 centimeters squared. Okay, nou het ons nog net 2 interessante voorbeelde voordat julle beurt is. Okay, Vastie is nou moeg gepraat. Okay, hierso het ons 'n interessante driehoek. Sien julle die driehoek? Kan julle hom sien? Hierdie driehoek is eintlik net hierdie, die kleiner enetjie hierso. Kan jy hom sien? Hierdie driehoek is eintlik net hierdie 3 sye. This triangle is actually only these 3 sides, but then I've got dotted lines and dotted lines. Huh? Hierso het ek dan nou stippellyne en stippellyne. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a moment. Right. Eerste ding is, het ek my 3 sye? Do I have my 3 sides? Yes, yes and yes. Ek het my 3 sye. Beautiful. To work out the perimeter is easy, omtrek is maklik. Maar nou, wat gaan hier aan? Guys, what they've done here, they have extended a dotted line from the bottom side all the way till there. And then they created a perpendicular dotted line from here to here. What do you think the 6 centimeters would be? Do you agree with me that the 6 centimeters, it shows from the lowest point of the triangle to the highest point, and it's in a perpendicular line to make sure it's straight and correct? What do you think the 6 centimeters is then? That is the height. Daarso het ek my hoogte. So moenie skrik julle. So what has happened here? Hulle het hierso 'n stippellyntjie bietjie verder gegaan van hierdie 3 cm af van die onderste sy. Hierso is die onderste punt. Toe maak hulle 'n loodregte stippellyn al die pad op tot by die hoogste punt van die driehoek. Stem julle saam met my dat hierdie 6 cm dan my hoogte wys. Want is van die laagste punt van die driehoek tot by die hoogste punt van die driehoek. Dit is 6 cm. But what on earth will be the base? Which other side is connected to the dotted lines? Hierso is die hoogte, there is the height. Which other side is connected to it? It's the 3 centimeters. Die 3 centimeter is die basis, want jy gaan terug na die stippellyntjie, watter ander sy van die driehoek is word geconnect, skies julle, aan die stippellyntjie, vat hom terug, dis die 3 centimeter. Die basis is 3 centimeter, die hoogte is 6 centimeter. Okay, then let's get stuck in. Die omtrek, the perimeter. Side plus side plus side. Right? Nou, dis die oranje driehoekie, dis eintlik my driehoekie. So, ons begin daar 3 cm plus the 5 centimeters plus 7 cm. Yep. 10, 15. Dis 15 centimeter. My omtrek is 15 centimeter. My perimeter is 15 centimeters. But now I'm going to do my area, my oppervlak. En dit is halfte maal die basis maal die hoogte. Okay? Half maal basis. Hy is die enetjie wat geconnect is aan die stippellijntjie wat met die hoogte geconnect is by die 90 grade hoekie. So the base is only this little piece here. The base is only 3 centimeters long. Hy is net 3 centimeter lang. And times the height. They showed us the height, lowest to highest point, laagste tot hoogste punt. Die hoogte is 6 centimeter. Beautiful. 3 maal 6, pas op julle, dis 18 en die helfte van 18, pas op weer, 9 vierkante centimeter. 9 centimeters squared. Okay, let's do one more like that. Then we know that you've got it. Okay, laat ek hom net so bietjie opskuif. Okay, here again we've got an interesting example with a dotted and a dotted line. Gestippel lijntjie, al twee kante toe, so interessante voorbeeld. Right, wat is my eintlike driehoekie? That's where I want you to start. My actual triangle is that triangle, not the dotted lines. My eintlike driehoekie is net die soliede sye wat die driehoekie vorm, nie die stippellyn nie, soek ek nou die woord. Right? 11 het ek, 6 het ek, 8 het ek het al 3 sye. I've got all 3 sides of my triangle, beautiful. Maar nou moet ek dink aan my oppervlak. Ek soek 'n basis en ek soek 'n hoogte. For my area, I'm looking for a base and I'm looking for a height. Now, let's quickly see. If I take my dotted line, I say, ooh, that's the highest point, that's the lowest point. That's the top of the triangle, that's the bottom of the triangle. What will the 4 centimeters be? Omdat hierdie die laagste punt is en daai of dit is die laagste punt en dis die hoogste punt, maak nie saak hoe om jy dit sien nie. Punt is van die driehoeke, wat sal die 4 centimeter wees? Die 4 centimeter is die hoogte. The height is equal to 4 centimeters. Hy is 4 centimeter. Maar nou soek ek nog die basis. Which one is the base? Now I say, oh, there's the 90-degree angle. And if I take it back, using my dotted line, which side is it connected to? 8 centimeters. So as ek sien, okay, hier is my 90 grade hoekie, kom ek gaan my stippellyn terug en ek kyk wat se sy van die driehoek is daarin geconnect, dis die 8 centimeter. Dit is die basis. That is the base. Now guys, because I've done all this thinking before, now the sum is going to be easy as pie. Nou is dit nou net vrek maklik. Okay, perimeter of omtrek, side plus side plus side. Dit is gelyk aan 11 centimeter plus 6 centimeter plus 8 centimeters. 17 plus 8, that's 25 centimeters. Yes, 25 centimeter. Okay, now we do the area or the perimeter. Yeah. Sorry, the area of the oppervlak. Sorry guys. Okay. Formula, half times base times height. Halfte maal basis maal hoogte. Okay, ek gaan net so klein bietjie afskuif gou. Okay, so guys, what happened here? The perimeter, die omtrek, sy plus sy. 11 centimeter plus 6 centimeter plus 8 centimeter. I've added them all together. So my perimeter is 25 centimeters. Dis 25 centimeter. Now, the area, the oppervlak, halfte maal basis maal hoogte. Again, that formula is so important. There we go. And we say half times, we set the base, die basis. That's 8, is 8 centimeter. maal die hoogte, there we go, the height is 4 centimeters, and that gives me, say 8 maal 4 is 32, 8 times 4 is 32, half of 32, helfte van 32 is 16. It's 16 centimeters squared, 16 vierkante centimeter. Right, nou gaan ek jou werkies opsit. Okay, dit is nou julle oefening. This is now your exercise. Please read the instruction. Lees asseblief die instruksie. Daar's nommer A, that's A, en B, A en B. Ek gaan so pause net gou hierso en doen dit gou vir my. Pause the video here please and do it for me because I'm going to move it up to the next questions. Okay guys, then C en D, hier is net C en D wat ek wil hê julle gou vir my moet doen asseblief. Pause maar weer die video, maak seker julle doen dit gou. Please pause and do it now because it's going to change soon. Okay, daar's E en F, E en F. Guys, that shows 3 centimeters. Ja, ek dink julle kan dit sien. 3 centimeters, 3 centimeter. As hy onthou, elkeen van hulle ook oppervlak en omtrek. Both of them, please calculate the area and the perimeter. Okay, there you've got G and you've got H, G en H. Pause maar gou, dan doen jy dit ook asseblief. Hier is 'n 2 centimeter, that's a 2 centimeters. Okay, hier is nommer E, hier is number I. Ek gaan hom net lekker vir jou zoom, dat jy hom lekker ordentlik kan sien. So here, you've got a 3 centimeter, there 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 9 centimeters. En daar nommer J, hierso 6 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 8 centimeter en hierso het ons 'n 4 centimeter. Thank you very much guys. Bye.